was the Boxer 2 bag. Now I ordered it in Heather Gray because I have a black Zuka bag that I like to take as my carry-on, and I wanted something that was a really good size to take for my personal item. I have a ton of other bags, but a lot of them don't have the strap that fits on the back of the roller bags, and I really wanted that. And also I really like all the pouches on these. So we'll start here at the front, and it does have two handles here. I do wish that there was a little clip that went around them, but there was no clip that came with it, and I don't see that anyone else has any when I look at their videos on the internet. The reason I say that is because when you wear it as a backpack, this one goes down, but this one does too, and I cannot get it to stay there. So maybe after a while of using it, maybe it will, but for now, it kind of sits on my neck. So we'll have to see about that. Anyway, there's a lot of great things about this bag. So from what I understand, this is the RFID pouch. I do not believe that they both are. I think it's just this one. And there is a lot of room. It goes in past my wrist and back and forth here. It has the regular lining inside, not the soft lining. Then this one here, it's the same thing. And they are a good size. I don't know if you can see, but I just put a couple things in here with a couple little raincoats and some earbuds and phone cord. There's tons of room in there. I'll probably put a wallet in one of them. I am waiting for my Lug tram wallet that I want to keep my stuff in. The Lug also has this great magnetic pouch here. This pouch, as you can see, is huge. So it goes all the way down to the bottom here, and it goes all the way across. So that's really great. And it also has the lined, it's lined on both sides, pouch for your phone cord. Now my phone has a very thick case, and it's just a regular iPhone 8, but it does have a very thick case. Fits in here, no problem at all. I really think that this would fit pretty much any phone. The pouch does go down to about right here, there. So it is a long, long pouch, and it goes about that wide. So, and the opening is a very generous size opening as well. So when we look at this bag, it has a great crossbody strap as well. Can be removed, and you can either leave it at home or you can put it in the bag, but there isn't a place to keep this strap. It has a nice, soft, rubbery part on the strap that will sit on your shoulders, so it is very nice and comfortable. Both sides have these quite large water bottle openings. It's fairly deep. I don't know if it would fit a huge tall one, but it would fit quite a large one. It has quite a large opening here that would probably fit quite a round size. I don't think you want a really tall one though, because like I said, it's not really that tall, like only up to my wrist. Looking at the back, love this back. It has the shoe compartment here. I'm going to show you inside what I really like about this shoe compartment. It is the this type of fabric, and so what makes that great for us is that we don't really take any extra shoes when we go somewhere. I know most people do, so that's a great use for these, but we do take a lot of bathing suits. We really like swimming a lot, and we always need a bag to bring our swimsuits home in because they're always still wet when we leave to go on the plane. So for me, this will save me from carrying an extra bag. It is ventilated, so because this will be on my back, I can push this way up in. This covers the whole bottom in here. I can push that way back in and it still won't bother my back. They'll probably just be damp anyway. I like the gussets on the side here so that nothing's gonna fall out. I really like that it's ventilated. I think that's a great idea. Then here's the strap here. I did try this on my Zuka bar, on my handlebar of my carry-on bag, and it does fit really well. It fits with about a finger's width span on either side, so it fits fairly snug, but it also has a little bit of extra here. So imagine it would fit most handles. What I didn't want was a bag where it left too much space and then the bag would tip off to the side, which was happening with a lot of my other bags. They were tipping to the side of my handles, and then that just made for a really awkward time carrying my bags all over in the airport. So on top of that, there is a pocket here that goes down to the section where you can keep your shoes or your bathing suits or even cloth diapers or anything about that. It is fairly generous pocket here as well. I like that they're so wide. It goes all the way off to the edges here and then down to here. So it's a good sized pocket. And even inside of this, there's still two, there's one lined pocket. It is only lined on one side. So if you're gonna put your phone or sunglasses in there, you wanna make sure that the glass part is facing the one side with the lining. It has pen compartments here. It has two of them, so you can put your pens or your pencils in there, as well as it has a key fob in here. So when we go away on the plane, I will hook in my car keys and I will hook in our house keys so that I can just keep them in here and I don't have to go hunting for them at the end of our vacation. They'll just be handy. So that's a great compartment there. We'll keep little things in. Then we get to the really neat thing. I wanted a bag that could also function as a backpack, because sometimes I just find that just so much stuff in front of me, and I do have my son in his bags as well. And I wanted something that had the option to wear on my back as well. My Zuka bag, I can sit on the metal part. So this way I can also wear this as a backpack if I want to. These straps do come out here, and they're very plush here, so they will be comfortable, and they're very much adjustable, and it does have like a little elasticy section here that you can keep the strap in so that it doesn't fling all around. I am fairly small, so even with that, it's still gonna have some extra, but I'm sure if I tried, I can get that back up in there too, so that's no big deal. So these just snap on here, and then you're ready to wear a backpack. Now, I wouldn't necessarily wear this around town or anywhere like that. It is a fairly good size, so on a smaller person, it does look like a bag on your back more so than a suitcase that you're carrying, but that's just my opinion. And everybody's, it's gonna fit different on everybody anyways. So what's really neat about these, I love that it just folds up and goes in these little pouches. And before I got this bag, I was thinking, okay, how is that gonna feel on my back? Because I got these straps in here and this metal part, and when you're folding them up, it's gonna make a bump in there. So that was the first thing I wanted to try. Believe it or not, you don't even feel them in here. I thought for sure you would, but because it's such a plush bag, and you can even put them in like this, it does reach down quite far there, and they are out of sight. Goes way down here, because I did wonder about that too. How much am I gonna have to roll them up? But I can roll them in half, and they will go down to there. So with this here, you really, I guess I feel like just a little bump a bit, but you don't feel them on your back, at least I don't. And there is another pouch in here. Oh, this is the pouch I already showed you. I think that's it. I did want to show you inside. Look at all this space. Oh my goodness. I love that I can see in my bag when I go somewhere. Usually, sometimes you have to dig down and it's hard to find things. What I like about this is that it does fold out, so it makes it so much easier so you can see everything in the bag without digging down in there. So it does have this one privacy zipper pocket here on that side, and then on this side it has a privacy zip pocket. They're about the same size, and then it has two little pockets down here. They're not lined, but they're still nice. They're really big. They're higher than my wrist, deeper than my wrist. So that's really good. And they go to the sides of the bag as well. Now the one little thing I wanted to show you that I really like about this, oftentimes when you buy a bag and it has a spot for shoes in the bag, when you're not using it, it just sits in the bag and it gets tangled with your clothes or it pulls on something. So what's great about this is that it's going to take up the bottom of the bag when you're using it, but when you're not, it rolls up in here and it has a Velcro strap so that it holds it to the back of the bag, so it's not in the way of your other items. I know a lot of people like myself wonder, okay, we see these bags, but how much do they really hold? Because that's a big thing when you're packing for a trip is, okay, how many clothes does it really hold? Is it gonna hold enough for a week? Because oftentimes I'll see makeup bags and I'll see, you know, a few items of clothing and a laptop and lots of other things like for office things. But for what I want it for is clothing mostly and some snacks when I go away on a trip. So other than my phone, I don't really take any electronics. Mostly I just use my phone. If we're away, I don't really want any of that anyways. So I brought some clothes with me. We're gonna see, you know, if you can actually fit lots of clothes in this bag, because that's what we get it for. So we have this one shirt here, and we'll put that in. I just line them along the bottom. And remember, if the shirts fit in, then you know that all of your little items are gonna fit in easily around it. So I wouldn't even worry about those. And there's that. And I brought about 7 shirts because, you know, mostly we're not going to go anywhere or that we need more than 7 shirts. And I brought a couple pairs of jeans, pair of shorts, pair of capris. So right now I have not even lined the bottom of this bag with those 3 items. So that's good for me because, like I said, I don't like to take a lot of luggage unless I really have to. And when you go on Spirit, they can charge you for every bag anyways. So unless we're going for more than a week, I don't really want to have to pay extra for a bag. So if I can take a bag like this and pack it full, that makes a little bit more money for our vacation. So we'll just load all this up. I believe this is the last shirt. I also brought a hoodie and a jacket as well, so you can see that. So right now, got 7 shirts and it's barely more than lining the bottom. Then I'm gonna put a hoodie in here. This is one of my son's hoodies. I'm just gonna fold it out. If I was really packing, I would fold these a lot more carefully and we would fit more than this into a bag. I do like to fold them up really well, and I do position them really well in there so that we can fit a lot. I'm just gonna go through this quickly for you so you can get an idea of how much goes in here. I haven't tried this before. I'm doing it with you right now just because I want to see myself. And there's my capris. Those in. Whoops, there's another shirt. And of course you're gonna have like your toiletry bag and other things as well. And pretty sure all that's gonna fit. Like I said, I like to take snacks because it saves from buying things at the airport and right when we get there. So right now that's 7 or 8 t-shirts, a pair of capris, a pair of jeans, and a hoodie so far. Okay, so I would say the bag is about half full. So I'm gonna put a pair of shorts in there too. And then I'm even gonna try and get another pair of jeans in there as well. And some snacks. So there's my other one. And you know, if I was gonna pack bathing suits, probably just stick them in. Don't really need to make a whole lot of room for those because they're really small. They can just go in one of the front pouches too. And actually that's gonna even give more room once I put that up. So right now we have 1 pair of shorts, 2 pairs of jeans, a pair of capris, 7 or 8 t-shirts, and a hoodie. All adult size. And then let's just say size of like my toiletry bag. That can go in there as well. I have 2 little backpacks that I like to take when I go somewhere. so that it just makes it easier to get around when we're there. And then, let's see, I want to take a box of these fruit snacks, and I'm gonna take a bag of these too, nibble on the plane, and I would say that's pretty good. So we got 7 or 8 shirts, a hoodie. Oh, I got my jacket in there too. A jacket, a fleece one, and 2 pair of jeans, a pair of capris, a pair of shorts, toiletry bag, 2 small backpacks, and a box of fruit snacks, a bag of chips, and I would say we're pretty good. Like, there's lots of room in here for bathing suits, anything else that you might need to pack, and it zips up. No problem. I don't even have to hold it down. It zips. As you can see, there's still more room in there. And I would say that's pretty good for the bag. Now, do the pouches hold more once you fill up the bag? Let's see. I always wonder. Well, yes, I could fit some things in here. I can put my hand in here still. Would I put a lot in there? I probably wouldn't, because I don't like it too stuffed. But you can see there is room. There's a lot of room down in here. And there is room there. A lot of people would put stuff in there. Is there room in the shoe container? No, I would say probably not. A teensy tiny room down there, but not enough. So you're either gonna pack that or you're gonna use the inside of the bag. Still, tons of room for your water bottles. And let's see. Oh yeah. This is the pouch where I would put my boarding pass and all of my reservation stuff in, and there's lots of room in that pouch. So to me, that's the important one. And this, I can still get my wallet in there, and I can still get whatever else I need, like these rain jackets, just in case. I can get 2 of those in, that, earphones in, cords, and I still have extra room in that one. So could I get my phone? Oh yeah, tons of room in there. I could put my whole hand in there and still have room. So I think this is an amazing bag. How much does it weigh? Actually, it's not too bad. For how much it has in there, it's not bad. I like it. So, you know, if this is something you need, a bag that holds a lot of stuff for your trip, I would say this is a pretty good bag to go. And yeah, it still has a lot of room in there. So if I needed to squish it down to fit in any small compartment in the front seat ahead of me in the plane, I could do so. So thank you for joining me on my new bag. I hope to see you watching some of my other videos in the near future.